The saying old is good was well established at the 43rd edition of Kenya's Concours d'Elegance. Meticulously polished cars and motorcycles that had aged gracefully scooped the top awards. The oldest machine in the competition, a 1925 DK Classic, won in the motorcycle category, while a 1928 Ford Tudor was the overall car winner.
We got the same points with the South African bikes, but my bike is the starting, you know, when you go the age, you get 44 points. South Africans came with the old bikes with the same age, but they had some problems, like there was one of the bikes could not start. So easily you lose 10 points. A motorcycle is supposed to start in judging line. So if it doesn't start, you lose those 10 points. And I think they went down on points there. And a bike like this, my 25, it's running around, and I've been maintaining. I'm a motorbike mechanic for about 30 years now.
We have three VW Beetle, with which we have won 3 times. This one today is the 4th time. This is a new entry. We are 2nd overall, and I can't complain. So there are a few nitty-gritties which I'll sort out. I mean, it's a good fun day out. Whether you win, you don't win, it doesn't matter. But you come here to see what people can do and achieve. Basically, it's a good day out.
We had entries from England, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, and for the first time from the island of Zanzibar, which is very, very pleasing indeed. We had a very, very high quality field. If we start with the cars, we had the maximum entry of 70. Out of those, 8 were made before 1940, 3 of which were made in 1930 or earlier.
The competition limits entries to 70 cars and 40 motorcycles in order to ensure quality assessment. Over the last 4 decades, the event has drawn competitors from Namibia, England, and Mexico, among others.
Today we had an entry of 6 cars. One of them is a proper racing car, the Mitsubishi Evo 9. And we had 2 standards, the same class of racing. And then we had 1 car, which is a Maserati. From the UK, it has done Paris-Dakar Rally. And then also we had another Land Rover. That's bringing up to a total of 6 cars. Basically, we are on racing. That's why we love the event. So that's why we presented the racing cars.
This year I participated with Chev, the 1939, which I branded Pearl Harbor, and just because it's a pre-war 1939 Chevrolet, and most likely it is the only car being saved at that time, and also me with the car. So we survived the concours this year. It's difficult, but we survived. It's like the Second World exactly.
The Concours d'Elegance not only attracts motoring enthusiasts, but also emerging class strutting the high fashion. At least 10,000 people attend the event.
We had a very fine selection of bikes, 2 amazing machines from South Africa, a 1928 Chater Lee and a 1929 Scott Flying Squirrel. Amazing entries, museum pieces. We were so lucky, you know. We've got Rich Harrison riding a 1937 Velocette motorcycle from London to Cape Town, stops over in Kenya, hears about the Concours d'Elegance, enters the Concours d'Elegance. Marvelous, you know. The Uganda bikers, 8 of them rode their big bikes all the way from Kampala to Nairobi.
Winning more than once in a row is certainly no mean feat, especially with new competition mounting against the old guards of the Concours d'Elegance.
In fact, it's become even tougher now. And after we win with once or twice or 3 times, then we go for a new project. You see, like the Jaguar next to me, that's my new project. So, I mean, for it to come 2nd overall, it's some achievement. I'm very happy for my boys who helped me do these cars up.
It's becoming a bit more competitive. So we have to go back to the drawing board, and at least the next year, when we are presenting the rally car, at least we see whether we can get the first position.
For George, it took him about a year to strip down a normal car into a rally car, and 3 million shillings later. Sati, on the other hand, spent 1 million shillings on his motorbike, and he had to overcome major challenges along the way.
The greatest challenge on this one was doing the rims. Very special spokes, very special, the tires are very special. These tires, you can't get them now. But I got them and I sourced them out and imported them here in the country.
Pervez walked away with the highest scores ever at 824 points.